cello. Well, good afternoon. Hi. I told you I was going to be here, and I'm here. I just got off the phone, and I need to say something to the B. Um, just so you aware, I can help Jen with her paperwork, and nowhere on that paperwork does it state that Heidi ever threatened to drive to Lombard to kick the B's ass. Okay. Okay. And if you don't remember, I sent that video to your chief of police at that time and had a phone conversation with him. And he says, oh my. I also stated that the only reason I didn't drive there is because it would be premeditation, because that means I had time to think from the time I left my home in Texas to the time I got to Lombard, Illinois. All right, then. There we go. So don't try to intimidate Jen because it's not going to work. Okay? Now, hello. I'm here. Samantha, hi. Hi, Wendy's Front Yard. Hi, Mod 148. Hi, Tracy. So we're here with episode 2, The Face Off. Everybody watched it? Please tell me you guys watched it, because I had to watch it again. I watched it last night. I watched it again today, so that way I can make sure that I get all the key points on what's going on. Mod 148, I see you. Hi, sweetie. How are you? How are you? I also heard that you were a topic of conversation, Mod 148, for that disgusting meme. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. But I am. My Scotland, how are you? Scotland, are you feeling well? Are you better? Well, not better, but how are things going? Oh, you watched it several times and reviews. Okay. All right. We're ready. Debbie said she might join us. She's not sure if she's going to be home in time, but she said she might join us after spoiling my stuff last night. Not spoiling, but giving me bits and pieces of episode 2. So this episode, we open up and we're in Bainbridge, Georgia, with Ethan and Mariah having lunch. I commented on your video yesterday, but I deleted one. What video did I delete? What video did I delete? I didn't delete any videos. Wendy, I'm gonna have to look because all of my comments are held for review, and I don't think I released anything. I haven't even went to look, but I don't delete any videos. What video did I delete, sweetie? Scotland, I didn't delete one of your comments. You probably just don't see it yet because I haven't released any comments. I'll go in and all my comments are held for review. Unless you are a mod. I think the mod are the ones that I see their comments, but I will go. But nobody goes and touches my comments but me. I don't even think my mods go in and delete comments. But I'll go look and see. Hold on, let me go look at my comments right now, Wendy. Hold on. Let me get my phone because I didn't delete any comments, honey. Hold on. Close all. Let me go to my YouTube studio. Hold on. YouTube studio. What video did you leave a comment on, Wendy? Do you know? The one I did yesterday? I see it. Kim has been Kim has been renting Airbnbs for 6 years after getting the show. And the last reviews on all 4 of them from May, June 2025. Farmhouse on 50 Acres, season 1. I released that one. Was there another one? No, I released that one. Hold on, let me go see if you did another one. Sorry. I didn't see that one. I got one from Harlow. Hold on. Kim. Oh, we got a lot of them on. Okay, I'll go through Jess Piccoli. Um, okay, I'll go through them, but I didn't delete anything. I'll go through them and I'll release them. And if I deleted it, it had to be by mistake because I don't delete comments. Okay, after the video, I'll find it. No, because I don't like when you look up. I'm gonna go look. I'm sorry if I deleted it because I haven't reviewed any comments yet. Um, I'm looking at all the stuff they have on from 5 hours ago. Hulk Hogan. Um, I see the one was from 9 hours ago and it was edited from you. I'll go back and look. Okay, I'll go back and look. So I doubt if you said anything wrong. But anyway, here we go. Let's see. Scotland. I don't like to bother you, Scotland, because I know you're going through a lot, and I know when you get a chance, you'll let me know. Hi, Chantel. How are you? Okay, let's see. So we're in Banbridge. Mariah and Ethan are having lunch, okay? And she's telling Mariah looks, oh God, she does look like a witch. She really does. And she's telling Ethan, she goes, oh, I love your bracelet. And he says his girlfriend's name is Tigan. Tegan, he said that Tegan made it for him. Tegan made it for him, and that he says in his confessional, she's his hot girlfriend, and that the whole family loves. Thank you, Samantha, for becoming a member. I'm good. It was hot as hell today. Um, I was outside for like 3.5 hours. I was in and out, but when I say hot, that means that I'm walking through a parking lot. There are no trees. But when I got home, I opened up my windows and stuff, and I've been laying on my sofa, and there's a breeze and everything. She had posted a pic of a ball. Wait a minute. She posted a pic of Mariah did. She's got issues. Samantha, thank you for becoming a member. Ruski, hi. So they're having lunch, and then Ethan is telling her, I get what Debbie was saying about the endowment. So I think Ethan had a butter knife. I think it was a butter knife or a jam knife. He says that, is not well endowed. That is your sister, your 22-year-old sister that you're speaking to in this manner. She's going, wait a minute, what am I missing? And he kept being funny about it, about, not well endowed. I was like, oh my God. And then she goes, well, if Ethan says it, I don't want to know what it is. How old is Ethan again? 26, 25. He's 26, I think. You're speaking to your sister about something being well endowed. I said yesterday, my brother or my uncles would never speak like that around us. And we're grown. Even when we were in mid-20s, 30s, they would never speak to us like that. Thank you. Yeah, she has alopecia. Kaylin Reddit says she was posting about possibly being pregnant. Kaylin might be pregnant with Ethan's baby? I'm good, Ruthie. I'm good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me tell y'all. I haven't went on Reddit to look, but it was a post that said that Veronica made it but 2 weeks ago, and I need to go find it, where she was talking about Micah, which she did an interview too, and about all of his cheating, and that his daddy knew about it. Isaac knew about it, so I need to go find that. Oh, Kaylin, Isaac's girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So they're having, and then he's talking to her about Veronica and about apologizing and everything. And she says that she wrote her a letter, but like I said, the letter that she read on episode 1 of season 7, there was no apology at all there. They spoke on Lydia and Zach's relationship. Mariah says she's going to stay out of it. He seems like a good guy, and if Lydia is happy, she deserves the best. But again, Ethan also told her that she owed an apology to Veronica, and he says he knows because he was put into this mess when he was with Olivia. He said so Micah is in the same position he was in, okay? And he says that maybe Veronica is feeling a little more pissed than what she could. I mean, what she should be. But you can't tell anybody how to feel when someone has told you all of these horrible things about your boyfriend and the things that he was doing to you and the mind games he was playing with you. And then to turn around and said that she embellished a lot of it, but Ethan repeated the same thing that Veronica did. And so Ethan told her that she needs to settle her debts, and that's the only way she'll be able to make progress, which I agree with. You just can't say I'm sorry, but you need that letter that you sent to her was nothing. When she read it, I'm like, okay, so where is the I'm sorry that I lied, that I accused you of lying? I just don't get it. Mariah's always starts mess with her brother's girlfriends. I think she might be a little jealous because every relationship she's got in, remember the tall guy that was always sleeping over, hi Sweets and Beyond, and he would play the guitar. You remember him? He disappeared. Then she had a nervous breakdown over that one. And then you have this one. Every guy she seems to be around, she runs away. So, okay. So then we go to Boca. And remember, we left off with Veronica calling Olivia. Now, Veronica said that they have been messaging each other all summer long, and that this was the first time that they were having a conversation face to face. Olivia said that when she heard Veronica calling her a narcissist, um, she laughed about it because Veronica didn't know anything about her. Hi, Robin. But I thought you were going live later. Oh, no. No, y'all know when I go live 4:35, that's almost my bedtime, okay? And I do it because of Debbie's work schedule. But so Olivia said that she heard through the grapevine that Veronica was having a hard time with Micah, and and she really didn't want to get involved at all. Max, that's his name, Robin. Max, that was his name, the tall guy. Uh huh. Yes, that one. That one. I swore Max had gotten somebody pregnant, had slept with the girl, but after she freaked out like that, he did go sleep with the girl. Um, so they showed a flashback of Veronica and Barry having a conversation. And they were having a narcissist conversation, and it was about Olivia. She said that, then Olivia said that not Olivia, Veronica said that she went to a big family wedding, a Platt family wedding, and Olivia was there, and she shoulder checked her, right? And Olivia said, she said, girl, I'm not even that tall. So we know Veronica's really tall. But she said that Olivia shoulder checked her, which wasn't true. Um, Olivia said that when she saw Veronica being bullied on social media, That's when she reached out to her. And they were talking, they were saying she was transgender. They were saying all kinds of things about her. And no wonder she never wanted to be on camera. And it was just horrible. So at that time, Veronica gave um, Olivia an apology, and she said she was being, I guess, the things that were being said about Olivia by the family influenced her judgment, which you really can't have a judgment of anyone unless you actually know them or have spoken to them. Um, Olivia asked Veronica if Micah knew that they were talking, and Veronica said no, and then told her that her name in her phone was Becky. She said she knows she should tell Micah that they're talking, but then Micah is going to turn around and tell the whole family, and she's enjoying this little secret. When I can't stand Veronica, she acted too shy to be on camera, and now she accuses him of being bi because she's mad. But we've always been saying that Michael was sweet. We've always said that, even when he was living in California. We always said he was sweet. At least I did, and I know Debbie did for a while too. But I get what you're saying. She's using him as being gay as a weapon. Robin, yes, on her social media. And when she said he cheated, now check out when she says, if you're not going to tell the truth, well, I'll just put it. And you saw his eyes. I think he thought she was going to put out that he cheated with not just the girl, but with a guy too. See that, Wendy? I knew it. When Michael was sitting on that couch and she said that he never had her back, but she had his back, even at her own detriment. I knew when she said he cheated, I knew it was a guy involved. I knew it. Huh. Hmm. Okay. So, um, Olivia, I mean, uh, not Olivia, damn, Lydia. So we go to see Lydia. Lydia has a roommate. Her name is Mariah. And Mariah says that she enjoys having Zach there visiting. Now, if they only met, now it's 4 months ago. I know she said she's been to Colorado, he's been there. Why hasn't her family met him until now? Or is this just for the show? But she says that she enjoyed. Now, first of all, Zach is sleeping on the leather or pleather sofa. You know that shit is hot and sticky. You don't have no cover over it, no nothing, no nothing. Did you guys realize that when he got up, there was no lines on his face at all? Who's gonna sleep on a leather sofa without putting a sheet or a blanket down? Who's gonna do that? Then leave him already. Oh yeah, she wants to show. Yeah, her roommate's name is Mariah, but she's nothing like her sister. So, yeah, Michael was scared. Go back and look at them sitting on that couch when she says, I'll just put it out there then. And he just leaned back and he just looked. And I was like, oh my God. I knew when she said he's cheated on her several, I knew it had to do with a guy. Yep, exactly, sweets. I knew it had to do with a guy. So, so they so oh my God. They showed them climbing up the trees again. I kept hearing the sound of music in my head. Then, Olivia's out there and she says that they have a potential wedding date set, but she has no ring and no engagement yet. But Zach went to meet with Kim to set up a proposal at the cabin a week earlier. But Kim has the same reservations as Ethan does. But Mariah, the roommate, had reservations too, but then they all say they leave it up to the Lord. And Zach said that Ethan was a little quiet when he heard about the engagement. Ethan was like, what the fuck? Is she pregnant or something? Um, Mariah, the roommate, also says she felt it was moving too fast. But Lydia says, wait, she's got her dad's blessing, not her mother's, her dad's blessing and the pastor's blessing. That's all she needs. And of course, they start singing. And I just want to punch Lydia in her throat every time she opens her mouth. But Mariah's voice is heavenly. I can't take Zach singing either. Okay. They're going to be living in the house with the sound of music. They will be singing Mary Poppins, little yellow birds, Tweety birds going to be floating around and everything. What is it with I'm in the sound of music. Well, Ethan thinks he's gay. Ethan thinks he's gay. Somebody yesterday said that she's going to be a beard for him. Ethan thinks he's gay. Thank you. I'm like, what is this singing shit now? Remember when she used to sing in the first couple of seasons and she'd be in the closet and she's got all the little prayer notes on the stickies and stuff and she's singing? I'm like, can we please just shut the fuck up? Can we please just stop the singing because I can't take it? Hi, Jen and Barry. Yes, I'm covering Welcome to Plathville. So, so Kim, we see Kim at a job. Kim is like a hostess, except for she's not on Lisa Vanderpump show. Okay, she's a hostess. She says the best thing about being there is that she gets to see her daughter sometimes. And I'm like, okay, so got you. She said that she's not set up for retirement. I always side-eye people that are always happy. But are we paying attention how Lydia keeps trying to sneak a kiss? Hi Crystal, is anybody paying attention how Lydia keeps trying to sneak a kiss? She keeps trying to get this man to kiss her. Do we really think that Lydia is still a virgin? Probably so. But Kim says that she's not set up for retirement like many people are. She said she can't make it on a hostess pay. She said that when she met Barry like 25 years ago, that he has always made all the money. She took care of the kids. And then she talks about the DUI. Now, my question is, why didn't she talk about this DUI last season when it happened? No, it happened the season before then. Why didn't she talk about it then? Which makes me believe that when she ran over that little kid, she was probably drunk or at least inebriated. That accident, that DUI was, she said, when they first separated. Hi, Mermaid in the ICU. I didn't take Veronica hesitation to be on camera as shy. I thought she didn't want to be fresh meat for me too, for many of the followers to dig into the way they ended up doing. And I feel that way too as well. But then again, I think they probably told her that unless she wanted to be paid, she had to show her face. She would be repenting. Her faith is strong. She's not going to give up anything before. But she keeps trying to get a kiss. And if her faith was that strong, why was she sneaking in the closet a couple of seasons back and talking to this boy and they had to take her cell phone? I did see that. I saw that. Did I delete it? Okay, I did see that comment, and I'm sorry if I deleted it. That was a mistake. That was a mistake, but I did read that. I didn't see the other one until now. I did see that one. So Ethan's credit card was from 2020, and that's what I just said. That DUI was from a couple of seasons back. Why is she just talking about it now? I did see that. That was from a couple of seasons back. Hi, True Crime. But it's not an expensive house. And you know what? She lied. On episode 1, she said that, the houseboat wasn't practical, or living on a boat wasn't practical. So she bought a house. Then this episode, she said she's renting the house. Oh, yeah. And oh my God. First of all, let me put it, okay, let me put it this way. If me and my ex are not talking, and I'm going through all of this, and she said it was when Barry first left, when they first separated. She said Barry never reached out to ask her, how was she doing? Kim, are you okay? She said she was hurt because she wanted to remain friends with him. So let me get this right. So you had the black guy to come over to your family house to cook for the family. But Barry is supposed to reach out to see if you okay because you got a DUI. Really, girl? Really? For real? Everybody was saying that. She is a hypocrite. Hi, Michelle. There is no chemistry there at all. I just think he wanted someone with blonde hair. What happened in the closet stays in the closet. Oh my God. Wendy, how many bedrooms is it? Is it 3 or 4? I know the kitchen is huge. Huge. So it's 3 or 4 bedrooms with 2.5 bathrooms. So each girl would have a bedroom. Barry doesn't want her back. But we all knew about that DUI. Thank you. Why would he check on you? You think so? Michelle, hold on. The GM with the Airbnbs, hold on. Y'all think I'd be kidding. I try to really stay off social media. Michelle, I think I just saw that it came through right before I went live, right? Did you just send it to me before I went live? 57 minutes ago. Yes, you did. Oh, that's the story. Okay, so you sent it to me today at 11:14. Okay, you sent me something else. So let's look at the Airbnb. Hold on a second. Uh Only stop. The living room, full kitchen. There's that. Okay, so that's the one that's above the studio, right, Michelle? Yeah, Barry is a little bitter bitch. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2, full bathroom. So that's the one that's over the studio. Okay. So there's a workspace, that little desk area, the laundry area. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up so you guys can see it. Let me go to my IG. Hold on. Thank you, Michelle. Let me go to my IG. So this is the one, this is the studio. This is the apartment that she was staying in above the studio. Oh, Lisa, I need to share that one too. Okay, let me just get here. Messages. Michelle. Okay, let's take a look at this Airbnb. Hold on. Toot, toot, toot. Only necessary. Let me share my screen, guys. It's an upstairs apartment. Well, if she had money to buy that, why don't she just sell the shit? I don't get it. Well, I get it, but it's not always going to be booked. So this is the studio. Well, this is the apartment above that studio. So it's for four guests. It's two bedrooms, two beds, and one bath. So I guess you got the sofa, but you can fit four guests, I guess two couples. So this is the way it looks. It's $451 a night. Living room, full kitchen, dining area, bedroom one, bedroom two, full bath, the little workspace. Is it a little desk there? You have the laundry area, and you have additional photos. So this is the stairs. See, it's downtown. Okay. I love that tub. Love it. Love the tub. Okay. So that's one of them. Okay. Got it. She has four Airbnbs. So she still rents out the apartment. So I'm guessing she has the studio downstairs too. And yeah, and she's crying about money. What does she do? She's a hostess at a restaurant. But how did she? Okay, let me ask this question. Did she buy, well, it's 451 Canadian for one night. Let's see if I check in. One guess. Let's go. Two people. Hold on. Oh, why is it doing that? I'm going to reserve it. So choose when to pay. Pay now, part later. So I'm going to pay $90 in Canadian now, or $361 charge on September 11th. No extra fees. Pay in fours. Four payments of 112 every 2 weeks for 6 weeks. That makes no sense. Hold on a second. Let me convert this real quick. Let me convert. What's $450 Canadian to US? Is she lost her goddamn mind? Is she crazy? 600? Okay. So what is she crying to Barry for money? Why is she crying? Okay. So there it is. I don't know when she bought the property. Um, I don't know when she bought that property. So, but my thing is, if Barry was making all of the money, guys, is that property part? Because you remember the house that Micah and Mariah moved into? Everybody was saying that house was owned by the Platts. So is that, did they buy? Because yeah, remember when the house they moved into, they said that house was owned by their family. There's only 2 episodes so far. Okay, so the house is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,276 square feet. Okay. The house hasn't sold yet. No, the house hasn't sold yet. She's got Airbnb money. She's got TLC money. Come on. Hold on, go to the bottom. So we have Airbnb service fee 54.87, taxes 35, one night 3. You crazy, girl. You crazy. You lost your damn mind. I'm not paying that money for that. Okay, so they own the That's what I'm saying. When Isn't that part of the family property? Because she had the studio downstairs and that's being rented as a cloth. But is that money that she has to split with Barry? Because she hasn't made any money. Barry was providing her that money. Huh, unless she was siphoning off money and just buying shit. Yeah, she's got money. Hey, my party rock. This is crazy. Yeah, okay. Barry looks like he don't give a fuck. So Barry went there to pick up the girls, right? And oh, we're gonna talk uh about Isaac and them too at their little rowdy little thing. So Barry goes to pick up the girls, and this is what Debbie was talking about. You know, he actually said that he and Kim have joint custody. Why would Barry pay her child support? Because you have joint custody. Barry is probably paying those girls insurance. If they have insurance, Barry is probably paying their medical stuff. But if you have joint custody, you should take care of them when you have them, and then he takes care of them when he has them. You just reminded me if I need to book the hotel for Daddy D and my trip. What trip? Yeah, she's not working. Bitch, you lying. Yeah, 353 USD. Barry pretty much said, "Too bad, so sad." Barry didn't care. She has four rental properties, four Airbnbs. Okay, let's think about it. The house that Micah and Michelle moved in, I mean, Micah and Mara, when they moved out, I remember Debbie saying that was their property that they moved into. Then they had the house, the farm, or whatever it was where that family was, and they went there. They were renting that out to them. That's two. Then we have the studio and we have the apartment above the studio. That's three. Or do we count the studio as four? Because that's being rented out as a clothing store. Hi, hi, Wicked. Hi, welcome. How are you? So you remember when they went to the farm? That family was renting that out, that house. Then we have the house that Micah and Mariah moved into. That is Platt property as well. Then we have the studio that's downtown with the apartment above it. She's got money. She has money. Wicked, do you watch Plathville? She has money. She has two houses, the loft and the that's right, the cabin where they're going to propose. But how is that hers? If she wasn't earning any money and Barry was making the money, is that family property? Is that marital property? That's what I want to know because she's never had a job. Is that marital property? Oh, you sent me the screenshot of the four Airbnbs. And that's what I was saying, Wicked. I think she was hiding money from him. I used to do that to my first husband. I would write checks for things that didn't exist and I would just put the money in my account. Okay, I see it. So we have a home in Cairo. We have the cabin by the pond. We have the farm, which I was just talking about. And then we have the loft. The loft. Okay, so the cabin is theirs too. But that's supposed to be marital property. Yep. No, Barry said they have joint custody. But that's probably just an agreement because they're not finally divorced. And like Barry was telling her, she said that she's putting her lawyer stuff on her credit cards. Bitch, you're not that broke. What is your credit card limit? 50, 60,000? You're not broke, girl. You're not broke. But and she's telling him that she's calling the lawyer's not responding, probably because you still owe the lawyer money. And so I saw what Debbie said when the phone rang, and she said it was one of her Airbnb guests. And she answered. Barry said, okay, I'm not going to sit here. He went outside to talk to the girls, and they were out there skating, or whatever you call it, when you got the little scooters. They were out there on the scooters. Um, so Kim comes out there. And Barry said, okay, I'm not filming anymore. And Kim says, well, she threatened him to go back in and tell her side of the story. So she basically threatened Barry. And so next thing we see Barry goes back in, and Kim is telling him about her struggles financially. And Barry said that his heart is now guarded when it comes to Kim. He just don't. And he said that they're at an impasse and they need to let their lawyers handle everything. And he said that neither of them want to accept each other's settlement agreement. So Kim is trying to me, Kim is trying to milk as much money out of Barry as she can. Okay, so at least the studio, at the very least, the studio and apartment in her name. Wasn't that part of the storyline? And that's what I thought one season when she was buying it for herself to pursue the dance thing. Yes, but how did she buy it? If she's broke, if all the money is in Barry's name, and if he handled all the finances, what is she using to secure that loan? When Kim's mom passed away, she left them a bunch of land, which is where the first. That's true. That I forgot. You're absolute. I forgot about that first season. But she was married to Barry. Now, knowing Barry, he's not going to let that just be in Kim's name. That's marital property. Hmm. Oh my God, that's true. She did. Amber did. Ooh, that little girl is smart, so smart. Yes, she did. I'm telling you, Scotland. At that time, all we had were credit cards. There were no debit cards. Girl, I would write checks like I had gone shopping and shit, and he wouldn't care. I would just write a check. Well, I wouldn't write a check. I would put it in the checkbook, in our log. And then I would tear the check out the checkbook, tear it up. But I had already gone to the bank. And so I was the one that was doing, yeah, I was saving money because I knew real soon I was getting ready to do, like Kim, up and go. Except for I took my kids. Airbnb says she's been hitting for 6 years. Yep, and she sold that boat. Hmm. Mm. That's what I'm saying, Christoph. She said in the first episode of this new season, she bought a house because the boat wasn't um it wasn't a good idea. But this episode, she says she's renting this house. And that's true. You call that lawyer, you better put your timer on. Anything after 50, no. I think it's 12 minutes. Anything after 12 minutes, that clock starts ticking. You can be on a call for 17 minutes. Baby, you paying them. Because she's stupid. That's considered marital property. Their assets haven't been separated yet. She is very manipulative, but Barry is not playing that at all. Yep, she said she rents it. She wants more. But she and Ken, now Ken is the one that taught Isaac how to fly, and Isaac said he has his license. But Isaac has sold that plane. Who bought the plane for Isaac? Did Isaac buy that plane with his money? That's what I want to know, because I thought it was Ken's plane that he was teaching him how to fly. But I kind of remember Kim saying that she had bought the plane or paid for the flying lessons. Forgot how she said it. Exactly. That's what I want to know. She's not working. She has now, unless the mother stuff that the mother left her and is still in her name, and they didn't split it, and they didn't sell it. What is Kim doing to get this money that she's doing all it? And she's not getting that much money from TLC. Not at all. Hi, my hibernero. I was gonna call you the other day too. I don't think they're divorced. Nope, they're not divorced yet. They aren't divorced yet. Nope, not at all. What did we? How much did the DUI cost? She didn't say, but she was saying about the lawyers and girl, no, you're the one that got that DUI. She said it was hard on her because wait a minute, I want you to listen how she said it. She said that when she got the DUI, it happened and it was hard on her. She couldn't drive. She was it was just bad. You remember that black woman that she was with that was driving her around? And then I think that's why she was actually with Ken, because she couldn't drive. Every time we saw her, someone else was driving, or she had taken a cab or an Uber. Uber. That DUI, I want to know how much it cost her. But she said with the lawyer fees and everything, and not one time did Barry call her, but she couldn't drive. First of all, you got a DUI. You could have killed, just like I said about Karen, you know, you could have killed yourself or you could have killed somebody else. You could have killed somebody's kid. And I do believe that you may have been a little inebriated when you ran over your son. And that's probably why somebody pointed it out that not Mariah, Mariah saw you when you hit that little boy. And that's probably why she's so fucked up right now. No, Olivia and Ethan are not divorced yet. And that's what I pointed out yesterday, Michelle. He lied when he said he finally finalized his divorce. He's a liar. They were filming this when during tax season. His divorce is not finalized yet. So, I'm starting to like Barry too now. but he's still creepy. She had a fine of $960 through probation and community service. So the plane. Isaac said he sold it. Well, I think I read it or Isaac said it. He sold the plane. The plane. Did Ken sell the plane to Isaac? Because it was Ken's plane. Did he sell the plane to Isaac? I wonder. Kim co-signed on the loan for the plane. How did she co-sign? She has no income. She done stole Ethan's name and had credit cards that she ran out in this man's name. Okay, so Isaac did buy the plane. I remember. Okay. Okay. And I know Isaac said he sold it now. So Isaac has his own little money. He wants to be a farmer. He's on a tractor. He's got Kaylin, his girlfriend, who's 21, and she's very happy. He bought her this beautiful necklace. He's very romantic, and it has flowers, and it also has their names on it. Okay, so she feels that he's very romantic because he bought her a necklace, and I'm like, really? Micah is 19 years old. Micah is more mature, not Micah. Isaac is more mature than Ethan and Micah. Isaac has his own life. He has his own friends. He has changed from that little boy that was out fishing and up in the trees and learning to golf. Uh, Isaac has totally changed. He has become his own person. So, he's at the cabin. He's at one of his friends' cabin. They're making steaks and stuff for everybody that's coming over. Lydia is going to bring Zach over there. And then Isaac's girlfriend is there, Kaylin, and her friend, Jenna. Is that her name? Jenna. They're there. And they're in there. She's doing asparagus. She's chopping up the asparagus. We're chopping the stuff off the asparagus. Now, you're going to put them on a grill. I don't know. You're going to put them in some butter sauce with some garlic. Not sure. But Zach leaves the next day. Well, tomorrow, the next day. So Lydia is bringing him by because she wants him to really get to know her brothers. But Micah wasn't there. So Ethan is there. And Ethan already said that they're going to give him a rough time. And Isaac and his friends, Isaac tells Asher he wants to get his take. He wants Asher to give him his opinion on Zach. They're sitting at the table and they're laughing like a bunch of cackling hens. And Lydia is just sitting there. And then Zach is going, uh, hey guys, what's so funny? Would you like to share with the choir? Ethan falls out laughing. Ethan just starts laughing. And then Zach looks over, and then Isaac and all of his friends are laughing. And so Zach, the look on Zach's face was like, he said he can understand, that they have some private jokes, but I think he felt that he was the butt of the jokes. Lydia says that Ethan was doing everything he could to get under her skin, but she's not going to let Ethan affect her. I was rolling. Ethan acts like a fucking child. See, my way, I remember Kim was dating Ken, and Isaac wanted to learn how to fly. Ken owned a plane. He was giving him flying lessons. And then, Kim said it was going to be a surprise because she was going to buy the plane for Isaac as a birthday gift, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. That sounds familiar. But at that time, Isaac was 16. So Isaac didn't have any, well, of course, he's got TLC money, but Isaac couldn't sign his name to any loan. Not at all. You think Barry is manipulative? Well, he is. Mermaid, mermaid in the ICU, and wicked wisdom. Do you guys think that Barry is creepy as shit, and the way he looks at his daughters is inappropriate, or is it just me? I think the way he looks at his girlfriends, I mean his daughters, I said girlfriends, and the way he used to look at Olivia, and the way he looked at Mariah when she came out that water when she was baptized and she was soaking wet and everything was clinging to her. When him and Mariah were out on a job and she was in front of him, I didn't like the way he was looking at his daughter, even though she has no body. I didn't like the way he looked at Olivia. I didn't like the way he even looked at Veronica when they were all at whatever this place they were doing that concert at last season. Is something wrong with Barry? I think it's very telling that she threw Mara out and Barry moved her back. Yep, she moved home with her dad after having her own apartment. She wasn't hurt. No kids were with her, and thankfully, she didn't hurt anyone else. Hi, my savage. Oh, baby, I miss you. You gotta call me when you're up to talking, because I don't want to bug you. But don't you honestly, can y'all, I mean, go back and think how he looks at his daughters. Just think about it. Think about how he was looking at Mariah when they were out for a jog. Even Lydia, which he looked at her as a mother figure for the girls when their whole of a mother moved out. Oh my God. Olivia wouldn't finalize divorce on purpose when he got the new girlfriend. See, I don't think that's it at all. Remember, I played you what Olivia said. If y'all not following Olivia on TikTok, please do. She said that when Ethan unblocked her after almost 8 months or 9 months, he unblocked her to say, hey, Olivia, we need to get this done. Olivia said, okay, I need until April 15th. I need to do my taxes and make sure everything's straight. Ethan kept bugging her, and she said, my answer has not changed. I will do it after I finish my taxes. Have your lawyer hit me up on the 16th. So then she said, she shouldn't do it because of him putting her on hold for almost a year. She said, but she'll probably get a little satisfaction from it, but uh, you know, it wouldn't be that satisfying. That's not why she didn't do it. He blocked her. And then she said, how do you get engaged? Because he got engaged, which spoiler alert, he and this girl are no longer together because I guess she realized what type of family he had too, and she got the fuck away. How do you propose or get engaged to someone when you're still legally fucking married? Oh, yes, she was. Hi, Muggsy. Hi, my baby. I love her country bumpkin self. Isaac's girlfriend looks like they like these blonde haired women. I think it's look, maybe that's why Mariah changed her hair color to black because they look like the Stefford family, children of the corn. Somebody else said that too. But and you know what else? You remember VC Andrews, Flowers in the Attic? Think about it. Think about those kids. They remind me of the blonde haired kids in the attic. Ethan is disgusting. He is very piggy. Yep, he was making fun of Zach. But he did say on the last episode that he thought Zach was gay. But then he says he thought Zach was gay, but why they rushing the marriage is Lydia pregnant. That's what came out of his mouth in the kitchen. He was thinking in his head, what's the rush? Is it a shotgun wedding? That's what I thought too, Wendy's friend. He was part of that. And Veronica said the brothers tried to light Zach on fire. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Micah got his nose busted? Because Micah was probably trying to make a pass at Isaac's girlfriend at Lydia's wedding, and Isaac beat the shit out of him. Do you think that could have happened? Yep, she did say that he didn't want her doing same sex, but we're finding out now that he is racist. The family is racist and homophobes. Hmm. But why do you think, Wicked, that Lydia is rushing this marriage? And I know they said it's because the trip she's taking to Germany, but I think she just wants to get away from that family completely. What do you think? I'm sorry. Debbie kept calling Ethan gay last time that we covered this. She kept calling Ethan gay. She goes, I think he needs to come out the closet. She said he needed to come out the closet. But um, Veronica spilled the beans that Micah not only cheated on her, but he was cheating on her with men and women. Like I always said, I thought Micah had a little sweetness to him. But she said, Micah has cheated on me several times. And she said that she hated his behavior. And then she took the fall for it. I couldn't understand, what did she mean? She took the fall for it. She had his back when he blamed her because she didn't want his family to think that. What? I'm like, wait a minute. Why would you take the blame for him cheating on you? So now she's saying that the family is icing her out the same way they did to Olivia. Huh. Isaac's temper is a bit alarming. If he drinks and he's fighting his family at this age, can you imagine him? Yep, in 20 years. I'm a Barry is kind of aggressive, kind of strict. I'm serious. I think not Micah. I think Isaac has a lot of pent up anger from the things that he's seen over the years, and maybe his frustrations are coming out. How do we know that Micah didn't diddle with Isaac when Isaac was little? Just saying. But remember, Veronica said that Myra knew that Micah was cheating on her. She knew it, and she still treated her like shit. So these people don't care about anybody or anything but themselves. Hmm. And she said that when Mara blocked her, she was going through hell. And she even said, when she looked at Micah and she told him, she said, and you don't care. Remember, when Mariah wasn't talking to Ethan, he was always running to Lydia to talk to Lydia. Remember when Mariah didn't pay her part of the rent when she was living at the house with him, um, Olivia's brother, and Mariah. Mariah hadn't paid her rent, and when they came back from Europe, from Paris, wherever they were, she had moved out and hadn't paid her portion of rent in 3 or 4 months. And that's when Ethan got really, really pissed with her because she wasn't returning his calls or anything. And then she started spreading the rumor that Olivia was a liar and that the mother didn't steal any money. This was all Olivia saying this. Come to find out this season that Mariah was lying. I don't know who believes Mariah. Mariah's a little troublemaker. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I think this season is gonna be very telling. A lot of stuff is getting ready to come out. You have Veronica talking on Reddit and on TikTok. You have Olivia putting all the dirt out. She almost spilled some tea that she shouldn't spill yet because she knew it was filmed. And she goes, "Oop, I can't tell you guys about it, but you'll see it real soon." This family is sick. Wait a minute. What did Wicked say? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did Wicked say? Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. He's just goofy and childish. Let's see. I see you. I hope we find out what fight was. I'm telling you, but Veronica said at that wedding there was a lot of underage drinking. So let's see. We have Amber who's underage. Mercy is underage. Cassie is underage. Isaac is 19. So the drinking law, what's the drinking thing in Georgia? Is it 21? Hold on. Let me see. It should be 21. Let me ask my Googler. Drinking age in Georgia. I mean, South Carolina. Stop. Stop. Drinking age for the state of South Carolina. Yeah, so Micah is under, not Micah, he's underage. So he was drunk. Isaac is underage. He can't be drinking. Oh my God. Micah's not underage. He's 22. No, Mariah is 22. Micah is 23. 20. I wrote down Micah's age. And I ought to be Micah's 23. Mariah is 22. Veronica is 25. Micah's girlfriend is 25. So Kim is in Crawfordville, North Florida. Um, the cabin is in South Georgia. Where are they getting all these properties? And then Veronica lives in Boca, Florida. Oh my God! So let's see. Barry is a creep. He is. Barry locked. Wait a minute. Barry locked Olivia in the basement and tried to perform an exorcism. Are you? Excuse me, Michelle. Are you serious? That concert was awful. Mermaid in the ICU. Where did you find these pictures at? Because every picture I see is blurred. Hi, Marty, Marty. Barry's just misunderstood. He does. He is that creepy uncle that you always tell the girls, don't go around Uncle so and so. If he look at you or say something to you, you better let me know. He is. Oh my God. Let's see, Wendy. This narrative of Olivia won't let Ethan see his parents. That's a total lie. We've been saying that's a total lie. Okay. First of all, Kim was trying to blackmail Ethan in order for him to see his siblings. Olivia didn't want to go to the house. She said that Kim was always, and we saw it. And look how Barry would just stare at these girls. Come on. Oh my God. But That's a lie. That's a lie. Kim gave him an ultimatum, and he didn't take the ultimatum. But then she would let him see the siblings if he came to the house. So they compromised, came to the house. Kim and remember when Kim was talking to Olivia, and Olivia said that she just wasn't ready yet, and but she went with Ethan because that was her husband. Kim kept trying to tear Olivia down. Just like she's trying to shut Veronica out, she did the same thing to Olivia. If you don't fall in line with what the mom and the dad says, and that's why Ethan's girlfriend, the one that he says he's so hot and the family loves so much, they are no longer together. Ethan and Tegan are back to what? They're back together. She does. She looks like Elvira. Something's wrong with her. But they are flowers in the attic. But I think she says she dyed her hair because she's going through a transitional phase in her life. Everybody's hair in your family is blonde. You want to stand out so bad. You're crying for help. That's why you colored your hair black. And neither Lydia or Zach knew what a shotgun wedding. No, I thought Lydia explained what a shotgun wedding was because she asked him. She said, "Well, you don't have shotgun weddings in Colorado." Um, I'm sure if they do, I don't think they do shotgun weddings anymore. Okay, really don't. The rush is she's 21 and horny as fuck. That's what happens when you smother these kids in the name of religion. Exactly. I hate that they got away with such bullying at the family dinner with Zach. But but the family dinner was fine. Think about it. Okay. It wasn't until when Ethan showed up is when Zach felt uncomfortable. Now, the dinner that was had at the cabin, at Isaac Friend's cabin, were just friends. Ethan was there. They were all Isaac's friends. And then Lydia and Zach showed up. They all think that Zach is fruitier than a thing, but Ethan is just as childish as he can be. Ethan needs to grow the fuck up. I forgot about that. Wendy, I think I need to go back and watch the first two seasons. I forgot about that. And that's why they didn't want, remember when Olivia wanted to take Mariah on that trip when she went to do that photo shoot for that wedding? Oh my God, you're right. Oh my goodness. No, the fight. Yeah, Veronica left after the fight. After that fight happened, Veronica had enough. Veronica says she's moved several times because of stalking from TLC and Micah. So I guess I don't know if she means TLC fans or what, but she said she's made numerous calls to the police on TLC and Micah. She had to relocate to hide. Yep, they wanted to get married before they went to Germany. Lydia wants to dig. That's what Lydia wants. All these fundy courtships move fast. Kim and Barry knew each other the same amount of time, and Barry said that. Mermaid, yes, it was hard to watch. Wanted to slap all of them. I think when you date with the intention to marry, it's a different type of dating. Like you can't have fun. No, you have a dugger your way to. Okay, let me just say this, Wicked. Did you see them in the field? And she was standing out there like she was damn, I forgot Julie God damn it, Julie. Her last name is gone from my head. But she was out there singing in the field. I was waiting for the little yellow birds to come around and put flowers on her head. And then here goes Zach, and she goes, "Oh, there he is." Okay, then they start climbing trees. It's like they're 12 and 13, like My Guy. Okay, the movie My Guy, that's what they reminded me of too. Is it My Girl? uh I can't remember. You remember he died of a bee sting. So that's what they remind me of. I'm like, are we fucking? And then she's singing out in the field, then she's singing in the apartment. Can we stop the freaking singing? Just stop the singing. I think it's kind of late for me to write TLC to tell them this is not the sound of music. We don't need you singing. We're not offering you a contract. We heard you sing last season. We didn't like it. There was not that many people, except for production, that was sitting out there listening to this bullshit that y'all were doing. Okay? You never practiced. You never did this. Stop it. Just stop. Your sister can sing. Okay? Not you guys. The I agree. Micah and Isaac are very competitive. They've always been. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he made a pass. I'm telling you, if he made a pass, especially if he's drinking. Because we know we've seen Micah drink and get kind of tipsy. Girl, they're on a farm at a wedding. Let that boy drink. 21, and Kim would absolutely not allow alcohol at Ethan and Olivia. But things have changed now. Think about it. They've changed. They've changed. Those girls are now wearing little short skirts. They're putting on the makeup. You remember when Kim started finding her freedom? She started doing makeup with them. They're going to movies. They've changed now. They have evolved. They have come into the 21st century. Yep, it's 21. Isaac is 19. But if you're in the military, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in the military, you can go on base at 18, 19 years old and buy liquor. You can buy liquor on base. Do you know how mad I was when I found out that my 19-year-old son was on base? And I'm like, how the hell? He goes, I'm in the military. They can buy alcohol. And that's some shit. Y'all didn't know that, did you? They can buy alcohol. Let's see. That's why Lydia is so pissed at Kim. She's going against everything she taught them. Ooh. Jen and Barrett is hot in the summer and cool in the winter. Although the past two, oh, wait a minute. Jen and Barrett acts. She was ready to jump. She is ready to jump his bones. I think she would take it further than a kiss. Oh, they're going to go way further than that. I think she's going to devour that poor man. He going to be up there going, woo, woo, woo. He going to be doing all of this. It does look beautiful. I went to Montreal. I did down. Yeah, it's gorgeous in Montreal. That he's man enough to serve, man enough to drink. Yep, they can buy alcohol on base. Yeah. Oh, Wicked. We discussed that because that happened right at the beginning of the episode. And my thing is, Mariah is 22. What is Mariah? She's 22, 21. Okay. Ethan is 26 years old. Okay. Yeah, Mariah is 22. Ethan is 26 years old. Why would you even have that kind of conversation with your sister about a knife being well endowed? I don't know if it was a butter knife, a jelly knife. I was trying to look at the knife, but then did he lick the knife? Am I crazy? Did I see him lick that knife? I don't remember. But why would you even say something like that to your 22-year-old sister? You know, this girl was just laying on her back, getting plummeted by this guy, and she don't know nothing about well endowed. As Debbie said yesterday, how does she know what transitional is if she doesn't understand what endowed means? And how do you equate a knife with a penis or a dick or whatever you want to call it? How? So that's why I was thinking it was a butter knife or a jam knife, because you gotta, you gotta slice into the butter. You gotta scoop. I don't know. That was disgusting for a 26-year-old man to talk to his 22-year-old sister like that. That is your sister. I think you are pervert. And what would Ethan know but being well endowed? Because we see in his tight ass jeans, he has no print. He has no print. I don't know, Wicked. What did you think about that? If you want to come up, I'll drop the link, but I think that was disgusting. That was so gross. And with his sister. But why would they even let that show? And thank you, he used it incorrectly. I just don't understand. Why would you even put that out there? And the fact that he even said that, the fact that Lydia and them are rushing a wedding, she must be pregos. What? This is your sisters you're talking about. What the hell has happened to Ethan? Which I think he was always perverted. Seriously. But he was always close to Mariah. Do we think somewhere in that lineage that this girl was molested or something? Because something is seriously wrong with Mariah. It's like Jane Brady trying to change her hair so she and Marsha don't have black hair. I mean, blonde hair. It is over processed, really, really thin, and even in the restaurant, it looks greasy. It just looks really, really greasy. You sent me a pic on IG. Hold on. Let me go look. How would I know? Oh my God, I love the name. I love the name. Oh, damn. Hold on. Let me show you this nose. Damn. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Oh, and he fucked up the top of his lip too. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Ethan was laughing like something's wrong with Ethan. Oh my God, his nose is bad. But she doesn't handle breakups well, okay? So she has a thing about abandonment. It can't be because of her mom, because she had already moved out, but she has abandonment issues. Christoph and Veronica says yep, she's drinking a lot. He wanted Olivia to promise she'd disown any future kids who might be gay. That's why they never had any, because she wouldn't promise. Ethan is sick. And did you hear when they had that shooting and stuff? And Olivia said that Ethan said, "Good, somebody's finally taking care of them." Michelle, it does look beautiful. I went to Montreal. Oh yeah, Montreal is gorgeous. You think she's not that functioning? That girl, if the wind blew too hard, it would blow her away. I think if the wind blew too hard, it would blow her away. I remember when I was at the wind used to push me. I was a size what one? Well, I went from a half to a one, then a two, then a four, then a six, went back to a four, then I went to an eight, and right now I still wear eight in slacks. Sometimes I wear my jeans. I may buy a size 10 petite because I like them a little baggy, and the fact that I'm short too. But, huh, it was disgusting for him. Ethan is like a 13. Ethan's growth has been stunted, and he did use that knife incorrectly. Okay, hold on, Wiki. Let me drop the link for you because I'm trying to catch all your comments. Hold on. I'm going to invite you. Okay, let me invite you up. Anybody can come up if you want to talk. Honestly, I told you guys, just tell me, Heidi, drop the damn link. I want to come up, and I will drop the link. Hold on, let me try to drop this again. Why isn't it taking it? Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is, Wicked. It looks like stitches from the outer nostril to the bridge and then down to his lip. It does. And this is after the swelling has gone down. I can't, girl, I want to see how that nose looks now. I really want to see how that nose looks now. But oh my God, they said it was bad. And Veronica said it. She said it was really, really bad. Let me blow this up some. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you guys again. And look like his tooth too. Look, I want you to look at his tooth. I think he loosened up his tooth. Look at that. I see you, Wicked. I'm coming. Hey,
Hey,
man. How are you? Look at that. Do you see
I
something's wrong with that tooth as well?
maybe. It looks like there's like a slight gap on the side.
Yes. That wasn't like that. Oh my goodness. Yes, ma'am. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Ethan is given super creepy vibes this year. I don't know what has happened to him, but the whole, hey, do you think this knife is well endowed? Like, what?
But Wiki, that was very inappropriate. If
Oh
your
yeah, hugely inappropriate. And then she's just looking at him like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, "No, no, I don't wanna know." But then he's just I don't it was like he was fondling it the knife or whatever. No.
okay, did he lick that knife? Am I crazy?
I don't know if he licked the knife or if he ate something afterwards.
Because he had the knife in his hand and he was like, you get it well endowed. Then he put it up. I swore he licked that damn knife.
He did something, but because I was just like, "This is just creepy as all get out." No, not the
Hmm.
conversation I would have with one of my siblings, ever.
But think about it. I mean, just think about it. He's had this. And then I've never really paid attention to him, but I've watched Barry, the way he watches his daughters. It's not healthy.
No.
Am I
He
crazy? Or
no,
am I
no,
just seeing things?
it is super creepy. He gives that uncle who you don't wanna, hug or, even get close to kissing him because you know he's gonna slip you the tongue. It's like, no.
Girl!
He
Oh, girl, stop. I just ate a shrimp. Don't do
but yeah, it's just, I don't know. He's gotten less creepy, but he still looks at his daughters, um,
especially
weirdly.
Mariah. When she came out of that water, when that stuff was clinging to her, he was staring at her. Then he went and hugged. I was like, oh, no.
I think there's just something creepy in itself because what other show did someone get baptized on and their dad? Probably one of the damn Duggars. It's just it comes across like Cody did it for one of his Robin's kids,
Yeah, the oldest daughter, but he didn't hug her like that.
but it's just I think it's super weird, that you're having. I don't know. It's always
And
given me the
aren't they
creeps.
friends with the Duggars? Aren't they friends with the Duggars? I s-
Lydia was actually on Ginger and Jeremy's show. I've watched about a third of it.
yes.
Um,
And she
you know,
was
and
really upset with Kim.
with who?
Kim, her mother, for abandoning them, and she had to take that responsibility
Oh,
on.
yeah, 100%. I'm at the point where they're talking about the similarities, and I didn't quite understand how they went grocery shopping because she was like, this truck stopped by at the end of the road. We'd go up, we'd grab a pallet, and, you know, it's like, is this like some type of secondhand food truck? I like what? It didn't make sense.
See, I didn't hear that part, but I know when she was
Yeah,
talking about
yeah, she
Kim.
was talking about like because they were talking about grocery shopping, and Lydia was saying that they always bought in bulk, and that, like once a week there would be like this tractor trailer that would stop by and they would just go, unload a pallet and then take it, down to the house. Because she said that she bakes, it's called what she called beyond scratch, which meant like they plow the wheat, they separate the wheat, they mill the wheat, then they make the bread.
So that's what I was thinking. So that's stuff that's coming from farms, right?
Right.
Okay, like the vet. Okay, I can see that. But when I'm just gonna ask you, when you watched the first episode of this season, did Kim or did she not say she that the boat wasn't a good idea, so she's bought a new house? And now this episode, she
Yes.
says she's renting the house.
No, she did say that because, but she said, I remember her saying boating seemed like it was, camping out in the backyard too much, and she was tired of that. So then she decided to go into a house that's, 3 bedroom, four, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Um,
But that interview was, she's not, but if you notice when Olivia said she was there visiting her dad, she never even said she was visiting her mother. She said she's visiting her dad.
yeah, they have a very strange um, relationship with their children. It is very much flowers in the attic.
See, y'all thought I was kidding when I said flowers in the attic, and that's what they
No, no.
children of the corn, flowers in the attic, and just think about it. But then I remember the first season, someone said that family were friends with the Duggars.
I don't know because when Lydia was on Ginger's show, they were just, I didn't get the impression that they knew each other, but it was more like the similarities of being on
Okay.
TLC and having a big family.
But what did she say about about her marriage to Zach?
I haven't got that far
Okay,
because
if
they're
you
just talking about how, that when they were talking about dating and how both of them believe that you very much date someone with the intention of marrying them. So I think when you're doing that, it's just a whole different mindset. You can't date this person for 6, 7 months and go, oh well, it didn't work. We weren't compatible. I
yeah, I
found
get
out
that now.
he's
Yeah,
yours, whatever. You just jump straight to the marriage. And
that's
then
like
it's
the Mormon church, right? Is he Mormon? Is Zach Mormon?
let me Google it. But like Lydia was not part of the IBPL or whatever in the heck it's called. They're not
Because she
part of
said
the
she met him
same.
at a church. Remember, she said she went to Colorado and she went to visit, and she met him at a church function, or she met him at church, and they've been inseparable ever since. So I'm
Yes.
like, is he Mormon? What church? Because I didn't think they belonged to any type of religious denomination.
No, they weren't. But I think that once the family broke apart, that Lydia sought that outside church because of her convictions. I mean, she's
Kneeling
her
in the
picture was
closet.
very interesting with all the gazillion post-it notes.
Girl,
And
I'm serious. I was. I'll be reading these notes when it for I'm like, is that her prayer closet? But it was like a little room in the attic, and that's why I got flowers in the attic from. She's in there writing, praying for her siblings and writing it on the thing. She's praying for Mariah, which Mariah doesn't. I don't think Mariah likes Lydia that much. What do you think? Because she looks at Lydia as a goody goody two shoe, and she's not.
I think Mariah, it wouldn't surprise me if she's bipolar, not even a little bit.
Okay.
I think Mariah thinks that she's the black sheep of the family because she didn't necessarily, she had her own thoughts and viewpoints, where
But her
her
thoughts and viewpoints was
sister
about
is,
clothes. But her thoughts and viewpoints were always about clothes, hair, and makeup. That's it. That's all she had. Think about it.
true. I mean, but she didn't, where her sister is very religious, very, I'm still waiting for one of these girls. If they still had Girls Gone Wild, I'm waiting on someone to join.
I'm going to tell you who it's going to be. You want to bet? It's either going to be Amber, who's closest to her dad in the picture, or it's going to be Cassie, who's sitting facing the balloons. She's going to be on Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, and also Josie Duggar.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I'm waiting for something to pop. I have a feeling either these girls were touched by their brother, Ethan, I'm speaking of, not Isaac, or their dad, or some family member. Because think about it, the oldest sister got away and never went back and don't have anything to do with them. She wants nothing to do with them. She even sent them a cease and desist the first midway through the first season and told them not to even mention her name.
Oh, wow. I forgot about the
Yep,
oldest
she wants
sister.
nothing. So it's the older sister, then Ethan. Ethan is not the oldest. I think the sister's the
Okay.
oldest, then Ethan, then
Yeah.
Mariah, then Lydia, then Zach. Mariah. Damn it. It's the girl, it's Ethan, then it's Mariah, then it's what's his name? Pretty boy, Micah.
Isaac,
No, Micah. Yep, then
Micah.
Lydia, then Isaac, then Amber, and the little boy that died fell right between Mercy, right after Mercy or right before Mercy. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yes, true.
Oh my God. I think they're so young that venturing out is about makeup, clothes, TV, etc. It's an age thing, I feel. But it's amazing how they learn how to use cell phones so quick, isn't it?
Very true. I'm Googling Zach and it said he attended Tabor College, which is a Christian institution.
Okay.
So he refers to himself as a believer, so he really doesn't just a Christian type faith.
Yep, but that older sister got away and she wants nothing. And when they were talking about her, and then I remember reading, she sent them a cease and desist. She didn't even, they don't even think about it after the second season. Right at they don't even
True.
mention her anymore. Ethan doesn't even mention his older sister or his other. Think about it.
Do you think it's odd that he refers to his brothers and sisters as
As
siblings?
siblings, I think it's a cultish thing to me.
I just, my siblings. It's like, no, my
Brothers and
brother, my
sisters.
sister,
Yep, but he says sibling.
my cousin.
Now think about it too with Olivia. For some reason, she's not with her parents or don't speak to her parents anymore. So what do
Yes.
you think happened there? Because remember, she just got back with her sister last season or the season before. You remember that?
Yes. It's been two
Yep. And her
seasons.
sister's name is Lydia as well, right?
Correct. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So something is going on that these people have no attachments to their parents. And she really wanted to be have a close relationship with Kim, but Kim wanted to be she wanted Olivia to fall in line
The
and she wouldn't
control.
do that.
Right. I think. if I recall correctly, and I'm going to have to go back and
I
watch
told
all
you not
these
to go back and
seasons.
watch now because I gotta see.
I think it was more or less that Olivia had different viewpoints because she's come a long way since her first season. I think that, Olivia saw the world through like realistic eyes versus this little enclosure, you're living in a cage, children in the attic type of thing.
Oh,
So, because she didn't fall in line with her parents' viewpoints, her parents cut her off.
okay, that's what it was. But she,
And
okay,
then the sister got away from the family as well, and that's why she and Olivia
yeah, but the
reconnected.
sister had a little drug issue. Lydia did. Olivia's sister had a little drug issue when she was with that guy. Okay,
Yes. I
yeah,
yeah.
so I kind of remember that. So Wendy said, okay, here's the order. It's Ethan, Hosanna, Micah, Mora, Lydia, Isaac. Wait a minute. Ethan, Hosanna, Micah, Mariah, Lydia, Isaac, Joshua. He's before Amber, Cassia, and Mercy. Joshua is the one that was hit and killed. And they said that all the
Right.
kids were out there playing when this happened, so they all saw it. But I think maybe it affects Mariah the most.
Didn't Mariah see
Yeah, but
it?
someone put in the chat that all the kids were out there and they were playing and they saw it happen. So do you think Kim was drunk then?
Um, I don't know. And I say that because I do have a family member that similar situation. He backed up, didn't realize the sun was there, and it was just like the slightest tap, and he died instantly.
Well, it couldn't have been that tight. I mean, that's like, look what True Crime Tribe says. She said Barry was hanging out with a friend that SA'd and went to jail.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm telling you, something about Mariah makes me think that this girl has been SA'd or something because she's bulimic, she's anorexic, and the acid she with all the throwing up her unless she put those caps in. Because if you see her teeth, sometimes they're really pretty, then sometimes like little
Mhm.
baby teeth, and they all like really something happened to her.
Yeah, something happened from, and I don't think it's the breakup from but I mean, even like the way she talks, her
Yes.
mannerisms, I don't understand the whole point of her driving to the church to stay in the parking lot and then drive away.
Yep. Oh yes. So yes, Jen, we talked about that. Veronica was talking about the fight and what happened, but she didn't give us all the details because I guess they were filming, but she wants to see. She said she's going to see what TLC shows, and if they don't show it all, she's going to tell it all. She goes, she wants to see how they're going to edit this and spin it. But Veronica said on TikTok, if TLC doesn't show the full thing, she will tell it all, and she doesn't care if they try to sue her.
Well, good
She
for
said
her.
there
Ooh,
was underage drinking there.
she's
Yeah,
bossy.
Veronica said, and right after that fight is when she left Micah. And she said that since then she's made numerous calls to the police, TLC related and Micah related. He was stalking her, and she had to move. She's moved, I think she said 3 times because he kept finding
Oh,
her.
wow. I'll have to start following her
Tiki Tok,
on
girl, Tiki Tok. Follow her on
TikTok.
the Tiki Toks and follow Olivia as well.
Yeah, I've been following her on Instagram. I'm not much of a
Well,
TikToker,
I think she
but
puts the same stories. She uploads them to Instagram, but she was talking about when they were in Europe and how it was supposed to be the time of their life, how Ethan was always drinking
yes.
and he was abusive and he was sleeping with the gun. And this girl actually recorded one night when Ethan was in the bathroom throwing up. And she said
Wow.
she couldn't take any more of this. She was recording him and she was whispering.
Oh, I 100% believe Olivia with 100% of my being that she is not making any of this stuff up.
Yep, yep. And so they're saying that Kim, and they said this yesterday too, that Kim was the reason why Cassia has this eye issue. They said that Kim was neglectful as fuck. Cause I was looking at her eyes, I said, "What is wrong with her eyes?" And I said, and they said,
You can see it in the
"Yep,"
picture.
but they said it was an accident that happened. I'm like, "What all these accidents happen in this house, in this household?" Oh,
Facts.
and that's true. Barry is dead set against alcohol. I'm believing Kim was a little inebriated when she hit Joshua.
Oh, I hope not, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, given the amount that she drinks now.
Oh my God. Hi, Chanel. How are you? Are you doing? I hope you're in a better place right now. Um, Chanel lost her best friend. Well, one of her really good friends
Oh
off of TikTok. Her
boy.
name was Naked Butterfly. And it really hit her hard. I hope you're doing well, Chanel. And people were coming at
I'm
her
so sorry.
because let me. So she had been a friend to her for like 4 or 5 years, and the woman had a drug problem, and Chanel was always there
Oh,
with her, but then Chanel had to distance herself because it had gotten really really bad, and but she told her, I'm always going to be here. For right now, I just need to remove myself from the situation. And before they were
well,
able to come back,
Chanel,
yeah,
very brave of you to make that decision. I
yep, she
mean,
died.
wow.
And I felt every bit of her pain when she was crying, and people were trying to come at her. I'm like, this woman had to do this for her. So I distanced myself from it because I found out that she had been lying to us, that she was still in active addiction.
Wow.
And that triggers a lot of people, but you're
Yeah.
telling people that you're going to rehab, and and that you're on Suboxone, and then you said that you like to go up, 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 up. Suboxone isn't for up, 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 up. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
oh, you still emotional. Oh, sweetie. I'm
Well,
sure it's going to take some time
it,
because they
it
have been
gets better.
friends for 4 or 5 years, and she was there through the
Yeah.
good, bad, the ugly. She knew her mother, she knew her daughters, she knew her family, and she's met her mom.
Wow.
So it's just sad. Oh yeah, and they didn't allow sweets
Chanel,
in
it
the
does get
house.
easier.
Oh, that's right. Wiki, do you remember that? They didn't allow any soda, any sweets, or anything in the home. You remember that?
Right. Like, no sugar. Well, like, sugar except for, like, baking, but, like, no added sugar, no Kool-Aid, no soft drinks, just
No TV. They
yeah.
had nothing. And they would entertain themselves. You know who they remind me of? You remember those boys that actually this family was living in New York, and all these kids, and they couldn't do anything, so they started doing acting, they started making their own movies, and then they finally escaped. You remember that, like 5, 6 years ago? That's what they were
No?
doing. They were doing their own um shows and stuff. Yep, you did, Chanel, and we really appreciate it. And I know that took a I know you that was a hard blow, especially since you guys were never able to come back together to see her story when she overcomes what she was going through. Do we think, well, here's a question. Do we think Kim left Ken after she saw Barry's glow up? Well, Ken was nothing to look at anyway. Barry looked better than Ken when he was not even shape. He wasn't even the best of shape. He still looked better than Ken.
I think Ken left
I
Kim.
think so too. But she said she and Ken are still friends, but without the benefits.
Yeah, that means he found out she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and not even good as a side piece, so we can be friends.
But what do you think all her money is, since she's saying she's struggling financially?
I think that was her trying to guilt Barry because, oh, I'm very sorry that your children, that you have the disposable income to do art lessons and taekwondo lessons, and you work part-time because, God forbid that if you worked full-time, you might be making a little bit more money. And, because she doesn't have health insurance,
Yep, she doesn't.
and she's working as a hostess, probably making what, $12 an hour if you're real
Yeah.
lucky.
Now, is she in Georgia, right? Is she in Georgia or is she in, I don't know where Kim lives.
I think they're living in
Okay.
Tallahassee.
Well, Lydia lives in Tallahassee. She moved to Tallahassee. Micah is still in Florida. Okay. So they all right there on that coastal line. And then Wendy
Right.
said, oh, yes, those are the boys. The werewolf, those are the boys. Yes, that's the ones with the long black hair. That's them. And Kim has gained a lot of weight, but I don't know. There's something wrong with Kim. She's off. She's a little off to me. And um, I used to blame Barry, but then I'm like, no, it's not Barry. It's her.
Yeah, she's very controlling.
Yeah, it's something about
I
her.
mean, what what in your right mind do you say, "Hey, let's buy a boat that can't go anywhere. You're buying it because it floats. And okay, kids, you want to shower? Well, go to the pool house because it's
Yes.
free."
But she said it was because when she was little, she spent all of her time on a boat with her parents or her grandparents, which still didn't make. That's them, the Wolf Pack. That's the name of them. Yes, that's those brothers. But yes.
I mean, your boat floats. That's it. You didn't have the keys and not you don't pull it away from the dock. So you still have to pay like a slot
A
fee.
slip
So how
fee,
is
you
that?
have to pay for that slip. And then you're cooking. Now, where were the girls sleeping? Because I know we had a 28-foot sea ray, and I had I had the bathroom on my boat. There was a bedroom, there was a kitchen area, but it actually slept six comfortably. But where are these kids sleeping at? Because I didn't even see a cabin for a bedroom.
Yeah, no, I think they were all sleeping like the Waltons on one giant bed.
I didn't even know you watched Plathville. I really
Yes.
I wasn't gonna watch, but I said, you know what? After hearing what Olivia and Veronica was saying, I said, oh hell yes, I'm watching this season because I watched last season. It made
Yeah,
me
like
so mad.
yeah, their first season I've been watching since the beginning, and I mean they've definitely evolved like any other people who, finally hit reality and start watching television and get off the farm.
Oh my god!
Um
But so look, I was watching. So I'm gonna ask you about Sister Wives real quick. Do you think that this is gonna be the last season for Sister Wives because they are filming a new season? Do you think this is gonna be the last season?
yeah, because I don't know. Maybe because I mean the sister wives are still, Janelle, Mary, and Christine, which I think are all getting along now. I think I saw
Yes,
somewhere on a picture of all them online. Um, I think they could probably do a spinoff
with
with
them
those
and get rid of
three. Or
Cody and Robin.
yeah, because I don't know if TLC's listening, then they realize that people hate Robin and or Cody. I mean, I just don't
I
know how
think they know that
much
because they
further
actually,
they
if you
can.
think about last season, they weren't trying to edit out a lot of the nasty stuff about Cody and Robin. They just let them just say. And then when they did the tell all, and when Suki was doing the questions, oh my gosh, she was putting Cody in his place so hard, and Robin.
And they just, what I don't like about Suki is, yes, she holds their feet to the fire, but then they don't answer. So I don't know how much longer Cody thinks that he can film with his wives who have they don't want to film with him.
Nope, they don't want anything to do with him. And then we have so we know they sold the property. We know that he and Robin got this new house that was bought by one trust and then transferred to another trust. So that's in Robin's name and the kids. But Cody, do you know if he and Christine have settled their child support stuff?
I don't
Because I
think so,
haven't
and
been
I
able to
thought
find anything on that.
I think I saw a recent court filing.
Okay.
I don't know where, but I thought that Christine had either filed an amended complaint or maybe she filed because he wasn't paying.
Well, she was taken into court for child support, and uh I was hoping that Janelle would follow suit, but he hasn't paid her anything, and she said that he hasn't paid anything for
Right.
Truly since she left.
Right. And I think that's what because I remember seeing a court document somewhere, I don't know where, and I think it was because he still hadn't paid since the paternity had been decided, because that's how she had
Yep.
to file first
Hmm.
for paternity. And then I think the paternity was established, and I think she's like, okay, now give me some dollar bills because raising this child ain't free.
So Michelle is saying that she think they settled. They hadn't settled at the time of the tell-all, though. Huh.
No,
But he doesn't spend any time with Truly at all. It's like those kids
no.
don't exist. Only Robin's kids. I can't stand that fucking man. I really, really can't. I really can't.
Yeah, I used to give Robin the benefit of the doubt simply because I do think that she wanted the plural family, but she may have been better in a household that was all of them than that way, because during COVID, Cody, what did the nanny do? Nanny's allowed to come and
Yeah, the
go,
kid. Yeah,
but
but the nanny gave him COVID. But
right,
here's the thing: Robin wants a plural family because Robin wants to reap the benefits of the money from the other women that are coming in. Robin doesn't want to
right,
work.
because my sister wives closet was such a banging success.
Yeah. Okay, everybody else has gone off. Look at Christine, what she's doing. She's doing her own thing. She's
Right.
got David next to her. God only knows what Mary's doing with that Airbnb, or maybe it's her home, or maybe she's going to sell it. Then you have Janelle, who's bought all of that property in Georgia and is doing great. And
Yes. And several of the children have moved North
yep,
Carolina with
yep,
her.
they
I know McKelty was there. I think Peyton. There's 5 or 6 of the kids that have moved to North Carolina.
Yep. And nobody wants it. You know what I was hoping? That after Garrison's death, that Cody would realize that, you need to get closer to your kids. But nothing
Right.
changed for him. He was still,
No.
and I just don't understand it. And that last one, when he went to there to finally bury Garrison, he made it all about him.
Right.
And I was sick to my
You know,
stomach. He made it all about him.
yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. That should have you reach out to your children every day for the rest of their lives, every single one of them, and say, when you are ready to
Yes.
talk, I am
I would
here.
do it at least once a week to let you know, hey, I'm serious. I would text, hey,
Right.
can we talk? I'm here. I'm really open to this conversation, but he hasn't done well, he met with Aurora, right? He met with Aurora. Is that the one that wanted to know why he didn't like her or something? You remember the one that was having a hard time with Christine being with David? Yeah, I think that was
Yes.
Aurora. That's the one he met with. And then
Yes.
Robin tried to make it sound like that was a bad thing for Aurora to say to him. No, she's asking her father a question.
Yes. And you can't tell me that they're not relaying the information to Robin's kids, because you don't sit there and think from sibling chat, my brothers and sisters hate me. Why am I in here? No, that's coming from
That's
someone.
coming from Robin. She wants her kids on an island by themselves. She doesn't want them to intermingle with them because she's the one that alienated those kids. That's why they're,
Right.
but they tried to include them for the Christmas gift exchange. And if you remember, Robin had to jump her big ass nose in the middle of that.
Exactly.
So that's her alienating those kids. And the fact when I keep remembering that scene when Cody and Garrison and remember they were out there and they were going to go see their girlfriends and he was telling,
Yes.
I mean, those boys were telling him then, but he kept saying they're blaming Robin. No, they were blaming you for letting
Right.
Aspen. Thank you.
Gabriel and Garrison
Thank you.
were like, Dad, you know, we still need you. We still want you in our
Yes.
life, but
They were pleading with him.
ask,
And he just,
yes.
yeah, it was all about Robin. Well, they're black. No, they weren't. Yes, her name is Aspen. I'm sorry. Aurora is Robin's daughter. I'm sorry, Aspen. But I keep playing it back, and I'm like, they were pleading with this man then. And you're hardly here, so how are you going to tell us what we should be doing? They were telling him how they felt.
Right. And Cody has it in his mind that if the kids say, Hey, Dad, Robin, oh, nope, nope, nope. It's like she's on this pedestal, does no wrong. I mean, she probably shit sprinkles.
I'm going to be like Debbie.
And it just,
Debbie said that Robin
yeah,
does the lube, and they have a lot of lube on their nightstand.
it just, it's like he can't. The second he hears Robin's name, he instantly starts defending her. It's like,
Yep,
shut up and listen.
he doesn't want to hear it
Put
because
your
Robin
listening
has.
ears on because they are trying to tell you. And Madison, who is very much like her mother, very pragmatic, she tried to tell him, Dad, you're not
Yep.
listening. And so, I mean, even now, Madison, who doesn't have anything to do with them.
Nope, she wants nothing to do. It's something that happened at that funeral, and they're not saying it. But I know Robin caused a lot of ruckus at that funeral. Um, Janelle was pleading. Yes, she was because Garrison was quite depressed even then. Yep, yep, she was. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. Hopefully, we're in this year and not a year and a half behind. I think we caught up.
And hopefully they don't get like another 5 years out of filming
Mm,
from this season.
mm, I can't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you figure the last 2 seasons, they're like, there were probably more episodes than any other season, but they had only filmed during like the what, year and a half, and now we're still a year and a half
Yeah,
later.
but I think we almost caught up. I think we caught up. I
Hopefully.
think we caught up. But Wicked, let me tell you, it was nice to see you. I'm glad you came in.
It's a pleasure seeing you. I love that you watch the shows that I watch, and
I'm t-
so I'll be back.
Anytime you want to jump on panel, please do. I'm gonna do my
Thank
best.
you.
I think I've had enough time to actually get into my Zen mode because I'm tired of all the BS. But I will respond. You already know that. But
Yeah,
look, I've taken some time to be Zen
yeah.
to get me in my right frame of mind, and I think I'm good now. I think I'm ready to.
Happily, I don't know anything that's happening in
Good.
the community.
Oh, did you know John
Um,
came up last week or week before we were talking about Lita?
I heard
He came
that.
up.
That makes me
He came
happy.
up and to talk about the stuff with Lita and
Yes,
and I have to say that people were quite respectful and I just asked them just be respectful. I mean, it's not that we're going to be skipping through the tulips or singing,
true.
uh, you know,
Right.
but it was nice and he made me laugh about something. We were talking about the switchback. Remember we did the Beverly Hills thing with the switchback? He brought
Yes.
that up and I just had to laugh about it because I remember that. But Um, I'm just so. What do
Yeah,
you
but
think
like you said,
about Lita?
life is too short. Um, I happily don't know,
Girl, stay out of that. I try my best.
typically when I come into a chat, I'm like, "Who you talking about?"
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
yeah, I don't
I
know who
try
that
my
is. Leave,
best,
have a
but
great day.
if my name is thrown in some BS, I'm gonna correct it. But what do you think about this
Oh,
whole Lita situation?
oh my God. It Hollywood could not have produced this story. Um, I hope that she didn't do it. Do I think she did? Yes. Do I think did it like, was it a Casey Anthony type situation where, you know, it was an accident, but you don't make an accident look like
I
murder?
think she lost her
Um,
temper.
I do too,
Same thing she did
100%.
with the dog. But I'm waiting until, because there's going to be some type of announcement on this. And I have myself plugged into Adams County. I'm plugged into the Vine. So if she's arrested, I'm somehow.
I mean, just the way that she's acted in the aftermath, it's like, when she's telling you about her daughter, what happened with the whole DV situation, it's like, yeah, I went to Walmart and I picked up some oranges. Then I had to, stop and get some gas. And then I had to go to the bank. And my daughter died, but, it's okay. I'm getting my nails done
Girl, she's
tomorrow.
over it. Okay, then she's got to go get the RO, which she released the RO because she wants him to go to another country. But like I said, she was the only one home, her and the son. And my
Right.
fear is, and I think I said it when John was on the panel, that I think she might try to blame that on her son.
That wouldn't surprise me. I think right now she's very focused on Eric and blaming Eric, but I don't know that she has necessarily understood that
Eric wasn't
Eric's got
there,
an alibi.
and when she called the
And
police,
he's got a
yep.
rock solid
And when she
alibi.
called the police, Eric was already, when she called 911, when the baby stopped breathing, because that was like after she got her car, Eric was locked up. So Eric didn't hit that child. And if that child would have been hit, she would have been the first one to tell the police that he hit my baby when she called the police because it wasn't her neighbor. It was her.
Right. Well, John had played a clip last night
Oh, John went live last
that,
night? Okay.
yeah, she wrote a letter to the judge basically saying, I didn't mean to bail jump. Please forgive me. Let me out of jail because my baby died.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
Because I don't know if I were out on bail, I think I would know the conditions of my
She knows her
bail, like
conditions.
the
That's the second
back
time
of
she's been
my
arrested
hand.
for bail jumping. That's the second time.
It just
Girl,
it's all it's almost too much to wrap your head around. It really,
let me
really
tell you,
is.
any other 90 Day
But
Fiance person, I would actually be shocked about. I would give them empathy, not knowing what happened, like I said, short of having a generic disease.
right.
What
But anyway, in the clip last night, Lita had talked about how she dropped the baby.
with the clip I heard,
And
she
it's
said she
like,
didn't drop the baby.
but okay, so if you dropped a baby, it's been a minute since she's been a mother, but wouldn't any sane person, like, I'd be hauling my
To the
kid to
hospital.
the ER, making sure, like, my goodness, I dropped him, he sneezed
Yep,
funny. What am I going to do?
yep, yep. But
But instead, she's like, and it was funny because, like, the letter which he has on his page is handwritten, and I guess someone typed it out. And wasn't she supposed to be a doctor and she doesn't know how to spell a psychologist?
Lita is nobody's doctor. I don't think she can spell doctor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like she was like literally in this letter to the judge, she was like, I have a psychologist. And then in parentheses, she puts like question mark, like, hey, I'm not sure how you spell that.
I can't. I can't. I
Oh my,
can't. I
like
know doctors
the
can't write, but they damn sure can spell.
yeah, it's like, I appreciate the handwritten note, but girl, next time, please.
I'm sorry.
Word is your friend, and so is spell
Oh my
check.
God. Oh God.
You didn't realize I was so funny, did you?
No, I just, oh my God, I'm sorry. She didn't know
It's
how to spell
okay.
psychologist. Okay. Well, Lita, girl, I'm just look. It's
Yeah,
like
I
coming
mean,
to,
but
I guess she came to America and she fucked around and she now finding out. But she's gotten away with a lot of stuff. And John said that on my panel too. She's gotten away with so much.
yes.
But again, those embezzlement charges, unless her daddy paid back that company she was stealing for, why would they drop those charges? I'm telling you, her daddy paid them back. Her daddy paid them.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't. Well, she also was talking in another, and she may have been on a different panel. I think it was Maria's panel when she was talking to her, and she said, "Yeah, I just spoke with my dad. My dad wants me to come home,
No.
but
Okay. Those were voice notes that she left Maria on
okay."
IG. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if your life is so horrible here, your dad says come home, but you tell him no, I can't leave because I've got all these charges pending.
She's got court stuff about
Well,
the
go
dog.
to Indonesia and never come
Yep.
back.
There's no extradition between the United States and Indonesia.
It's just like, go home and who cares if you ever see the United States again?
I don't know what she's up to, but we're going to definitely see because I cannot believe that this woman has gotten away with all the shit she has, with the kicking the daughter out and to treating his other kids like shit. I just can't believe it. So we will definitely see what happens, but I am seriously waiting for those silver bracelets to go around her
Yeah,
wrist.
I mean, I based on what has been presented, do I believe that she did it? Yes. Will I be was it an accident? Was it a fit of rage and then she went too far? Don't know. But I'm willing to listen to all the
That's what
facts.
I said. I said I'm a wait. I commentated on what was presented, but now I'm waiting to see what happens because about this time you should have at least a preliminary what happened. You won't have the toxicology report, but you should know by now the cause or the manner of
Right.
death. So when you look at it, and when the prosecutors went to the judge and said for a separate criminal investigation, that's telling me this is a criminal. Well, of course, it's a criminal case. So
Yeah, I think with the police department turning it over to a different police department, they just want to make sure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed, and that this is a like lock.
yep, and I think that's what they're doing. And I think now I did hear John's first live when he was saying that if Eric takes her back, and I'm sitting there going, he wouldn't dare. But then again, she kicked his other daughter out, didn't want him to have anything to do with the youngest one. So killing his daughter probably would make a difference to him.
I hope that he finally sees the fact that you can't, yes, you can forgive her. Why would you?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, from day one, from the first time I saw her on screen, I could not stand her. I saw nothing but evil.
She has a very off
Yep,
putting
and I smelled
personality.
evil from her. And just look, I said, that is one evil fucking woman. And
Yeah.
and then as the season progressed, and I remember because Johnny and I were covering this, and
Hmm.
he was telling me how, oh no, that's not the way she is. I said, you can't tell me how this woman is. I mean, she might. I'm looking at how she's acting on national TV, and she's not doing herself
Yeah.
any favors.
Yeah, no, I do think that she feels that she's incredibly smart. I also feel like she thinks that she's
To others.
superior
Yes, she
to
does.
everyone.
Yes, she does. And now she's trying to act like she's so. But when I heard her say, it's not my fault. It's never gonna be my fault." Oh, you're telling me right now that you're guilty, girl. You're
Yeah.
guilty. But I'll wait and see. But I will definitely I'll go listen to see if John had any new stuff that was going on, because I read the thing where she had filed for an annulment and stuff. I said, "You dumb bitch, you can't get an annulment. You've already had a baby. You've been married to this man for all these years. You're not Angela. Angela can't even get a damn annulment, so you can't. You're gonna have to file for a divorce. So
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna get an annulment. That doesn't
Not
apply
after this
to you."
long.
Yeah, that doesn't apply to you, you dummy. So she's so smart that it's scary. Seriously. And I'm like, an annulment or a divorce? And I read the I said, "Oh, she filed for an annulment." I said, "This was just like go." I said, "Girl, you can't get an annulment. Did you even look up what you need? You entered the marriage of sound mind. You don't have any mental, but then again, she is pleading insanity. So who knows?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like,
she's not going to get an annulment. Girl, you need a divorce. Okay, get an
yeah.
attorney, get a divorce. But Eric needs to be worried because she don't put everything in that corporation's name or the LLC's name that is actually just in her name. So you a dummy, Eric.
Girl, you
And
should
then
hear some of the demands that she has of this divorce. Like she wants
oh, I'm gonna
7K a month
for what? Did John put
spousal
that
support.
out? I mean, is that in the video he did?
Yes.
I'll go listen. First of all, you're
It's
not
also
getting seven
on
K a month.
his IG page.
IG.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go take a look. First of all, she's not getting 7K month. They don't have a child together. Number two, Lita, is based on Eric's income if he pays you spousal support. And then again, Eric's financially responsible for you for what, 10 years now? So how long has she been married? 7?
7, so another 3 years.
Another 3 years, and then Eric doesn't have to pay you because Eric has to pay child support. They're going to take up his income to debt ratio. You're not getting 7K a month. You done took all the assets and put in your name, girl. Eric can sue you for alimony, you dummy.
When Lita filed for this annulment, she filed with no children.
Well, they don't have any
And
children.
she filed before the baby passed.
Wait a minute, what?
I think I could be wrong. Because
I'm
this,
definitely going to go look at this because the
yeah,
baby
because
died
I mean,
July
this has
9th.
been so bizarre. It's like she filed with no, you know,
Okay, the baby died July 9th. So I'm going to go check out John's IG. Baby died July 9th. So how do you file with no children because you had a child together? Now, he
right.
never adopted her son, did he?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So if he didn't adopt her son, okay, they don't have any children. But if she filed before that baby was deceased, there's a problem there.
Right.
Hold on.
I mean, and it's just odd because, like, a lot of the things that she has said and done is, like, she's talking about her baby dying and the baby hasn't passed yet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, John, my opinion, and I know, we are friends, but he did an excellent job breaking down
Oh,
this
I
family.
said it when he was on the panel. I said he did a great job in covering that story. I did. I gave him his credit. He
Yeah,
did
I
a
mean,
great
and
job.
even with like the new information, he has this timeline and he's adding things in. I mean, it's wild.
Okay, so here's the divorce thing. Let's see. Received and filed July 29th.
Okay.
Oh, this is the letter to the judge, though. Okay, that's the letter to the judge. July 29th. Lita's handwritten letter to the judge submitted yesterday to drop charges because she's a grieving mother. I can't. I can't. Wait a minute. Here's the divorce thing. Okay, hold on. Proposed she wants 7K a month spousal support maintenance begins September 2025. Eric permanently gives up the right to receive maintenance and understands by get out of here, girl. Lita will receive all household items. You mean including the ones she sold, including the couch, tables, lamp, dining table, chairs,
Yeah,
washing
and
machine, plus dryer,
let's not forget
electronic TV.
she's in an apartment that is being
Yep.
supplied to her by DV advocacy.
Yeah, I want to know if somebody actually reached out to Hope House. Let's see. Lita keeps the 2018 Audi A6. Eric keeps the 20. Okay, so let me just ask this dumb question. What happened to the money from her selling the Corvette? So she wants Eric's IRA?
Hmm. I think she's talking about because he was in the Marines, so he would get
Yeah, but
some
she's not
type
going to
of
get that.
pension.
Okay, first of all, in the Marines, they have to be married at least 10 years before she can even get half of his retirement benefits and shit. So she may be getting like 2%, 3, but she's not getting what she thinks she's getting, girl. Trust and believe me, I know.
Right, because he wouldn't have a 401k. He would have a pension and a 403 since it's a not-profit. I could be wrong about that.
She
I'll
wants
just
him to
find out.
pay all the debts. Wait a minute.
Right.
She gets the business account and he gets the personal account, which there's no money in there. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Like, if
Girl.
she was selling some of the tractor trailers I saw like for 17, like they must be pieces of junk because my uncle was a truck driver and he's since passed, but back 20 years ago, he's paying 100K for a Peterbilt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even like
Nope.
chromed out or anything. I mean, that's just, a decent Peterbilt. You got a bed, you got, hell, they
She
have them all
asked
flipped out now.
she asked for the order to be sealed. She filed on July 29th. She filed for separation. It's the same damn judge. He's gonna get tired of seeing her. Okay, it's called an annulment slash legal separation. So she's asking for a separation, not an annulment. Oh my God, Lita. And she's representing herself. Girl.
Yeah. What's the old saying? A fool for a client is one who represents himself.
Yes. I'm done. Oh, summons and petition without minor children. Oh, I'm done. Girl, stop. So it's not an annulment. She actually, that's what it's called there, but she's actually filing for a separation. So she wants a legal separation. Okay, girl. Okay. Did Lita get John's video taken down?
I don't know. Let me check real quick.
Because
The
I
first
know
one,
Julie sent me a thing to share and I shared it. Yeah, the first one.
let me double check.
Yes, he was in the service,
No.
Mary. But she's not now. Okay, if Eric retired from the military, I don't know if he said he did or not. I think he did. If he retired, okay, they have to be. Trust me, I know because remember, my he was married. They were married a little over 10 years. She was able to get 30%, not half, but you have to be married 10 years. Now, he
It's
can
still up.
agree to give her percentage. That's still a lot, but he retired damn near at the top of the thing. But 30%, especially when you retired, and but yeah. So this is crazy. Okay, it's crazy, but yeah, so she's
Yeah,
not
because I
getting that.
think he was in the Army and then he went from Army and then
Woman
went
to the
through Marine
Marines.
basic training.
Yep, yep. But I don't know if he did the full 20 or 22 years. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
don't.
about that. And I mean, that's easy to do. I can look at his DD-14s and I don't even need his social security number. I can
Yeah.
just put a request in for it. As long as I know what branch of the service he was in and his full name. And that's all I need to do that. But
Oh, his
Lita
full name's
girl,
out there.
huh?
Um, I think his name is somewhere out there, but I'm
Yeah, his
pretty
name is
sure that
Rosenbrook. I
he
know what his name
served.
is.
I'm pretty sure that he served in the army, and then once he did his how many ever years with the army, he got out and then went to the Marine Corps.
Okay, so yeah, so I'll just have to because you just go online. This is ECA, and you put in a request, and you don't have to be a family member or nothing else, as long as you know his name. And if you're not sure of the years of service, you know you can put you can leave that blank. But as long as you have his name,
Hmm.
they'll pull it and they'll
Isn't that
send it to you.
crazy?
Yep. So it's just a copy of your DD 214s. So, and that's what a lot of companies do because people will lie and say that they're served in the military or whatever.
Hmm.
No, mm-mm. They can just pull it. People think that you need to be a relative. You don't. Now, if you want to get pertinent information, yes. And you have to have a reason, either in death, you're trying to make sure his benefits or whatever, but then you have to show proof of your relation to that person. But just to pull a DD 214, you don't need any of that. I don't know
Wow.
if John knew that or not, but now he does.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So he can pull that to see if he did his full 20 or 22 years. Lita, you have to wait another 3 years, girl.
I think somewhere on John's, I think on the separation annulment, it has
Mhm.
his full legal name.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that, but I wasn't going to read it out. I mean, but I knew his name. I mean,
Yeah.
shit,
No,
it's
I
been
think it
out
has
there.
his government name.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all you need. And that's all you need to pull it. So, and I'm sitting there going, she should have known that this stuff was going to be pulled. Okay. So, and she left his full name there. Eric Thomas Rosenbrook
Yep.
is his name. So if anybody want to pull that and you have his date of birth, date of birth.
Not
But
that
you
we're
just go
stalkers or
online, you want to
anything.
pull the DD 214s. That's it. You don't need to be a family member, and you'll see how long his service was and what rank he left the military as. That's it. Because somebody was saying one time, oh no, you have to be a family member. I pulled a friend of mine's DD 214s, and I'm like, no, you don't. You can just pull them. I said, I
Wow.
knew that for a fact, but they were like, oh, but you won't be able to get, yes, you can. You get when you went in, when you left, what rank you were in. And it's just, it's like a job, like you go for, when you apply for a job and they go to your employer and they want to get a reference. That's all it is.
Oh wow.
Yep, that's all it is. It's a
The
DD
technology
214.
is crazy
Yep,
today.
you just go online. It takes about 3 to 4 days before you get it back, and then they'll send you an email stating here's well, when you fill it out, they give you a number. Then you'll get an email, and they'll let you know that your request is being processed.
Oh wow.
Yep. So they communicate that to you, and it takes about 3 to 4 days.
That's not bad.
Nope, not at all. So, but that's how that is. But I will wicked whenever you want to come up. You just let
Why,
me
thank
know.
you.
And
Had a
thank
good
you.
time.
And I really appreciate you adding into this conversation. I didn't even know you. I know you were all into Bravo. I didn't know. And Sister Wives, I did not know that you watch Plathville at all.
Like, I am a reality TV junkie. Like, I haven't watched in a while, but like Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup.
Did you
Uh,
see this past season with the guy that came out? The woman got pregnant and
I
he
have
had
not.
left her. He's a real pretty one. Girl, go back and watch this last season.
Yeah, I
Uh,
haven't
but
watched since like Lindsay is probably my favorite
she's
person from that
engaged
show.
now.
Yes, I saw that.
Yep. And then the
Um,
ex-wife is like flipping out.
yeah. So I haven't
She's
watched it for a minute, but I'm always like I work from home and I get to listen to television, so I'm always trying to find stuff to listen to while I work.
oh my God. Oh, Drea says she came to watch the replay. Well, I'm sorry, Drea. I forgot you had to go to work today. I'm getting off now. Okay. Okay, Drea, so you can watch the replay.
Yes, I watched Thousand Pound Sisters, Thousand Pound Best
Oh,
Friends.
oh, did you see Thousand Pound Roommates?
Not yet.
Watch that season. Watch, I think
Okay.
it's 7 episodes. Then you and I can talk. I am telling you, girl, they did that show wrong, but watch it. And I know they're trying to get a second season. She's on TikTok. Nisha is. She's on TikTok. Watch those 7 episodes and tell me what you
Okay.
think.
Yeah, I
And
hope
then you
those
gotta watch this
non-best friends
dumbass
come
show
back.
called Virgins too.
Oh,
Have you
oh,
seen
okay.
that
I'll have
one?
to watch.
It's called Virgins.
Oh, that didn't interest me. Was that good?
It was good. The last season, the one that's called what's her name? Susanel. What? She had an orgasm in front of national TV, girl. Okay. The Indian chick. She had an orgasm on
Oh my
national
God, I'll have
TV.
to watch it. Yes, I do. I watch a lot of like typically if it's reality, I'm watching it.
Well, I know I need to go watch my Sunday episode of oh my God.
90 Day?
No, 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 no. I'm gonna watch 90 Day in the morning. It comes on Sunday. It's on Max. Girl, my show, The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age.
Oh,
Oh my
I adore
oh my
I am
God. I love
obsessed.
The Gilded Age. Yes. So I have, and I try to get 2 episodes at a time because I hate to have to be sitting there waiting. But I need to watch this past Sunday because she got married and they're on the
Yes.
boat leaving. And he basically told her, "Hey, you're gonna give me this so we can knock this out and get it out the way. This uncomfortable situation." So I
Yes. Yes, it's very good. And then they have HBO the Gilded Age podcast that is
yes,
really good too on YouTube.
yep, yep. So I do. I love the Gilded Age. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So
I'm
I have
obsessed
to
with it.
watch. So I have 2 episodes now that I need to watch, but I have to watch the Gilded Age. And I normally lay in my bed and I'm like, okay, Gilded Age time, and I'd be ready. Then if it's really
Yeah.
good, I'm like, shit, I gotta wait till Sunday because I can't let 2 episodes go. I need.
Yeah, they definitely need to expand the season.
Oh, she said Outlander, Blood of My Blood, August 8th. Oh my God, I'm gonna have
Okay.
to watch that, Drea.
Okay. I'm game.
Oh, Sinners is good. Sinners is really good, Christoph.
Ooh.
Sinners is good. And The Untamed, if you haven't watched The Untamed, please watch and pay attention. It's a limited series. Pay attention to the first episode. It's
Okay.
called The Untamed.
Is
You're
it on
gonna love
Prime
it.
or Netflix? Because I've
It's
seen
on
it.
it's on Netflix or is it Max? I think it's Netflix.
I have
Netflix.
them all, so it doesn't matter. It's just
The
a matter of
Untamed.
finding it.
It's called The Untamed. You
Untamed.
will
Okay.
not be sorry. Trust me, it is really, really good. I'm gonna have to go back to doing my recommendations too, because I normally recommend good stuff that I've watched, but The Untamed is really good.
Yes. If you're looking for a recommendation, it's a little older, but it's called A Small Light.
I never heard it. Hold on, let me write that down. A Small
Yeah.
Light.
It's called
Okay.
A Small Light. It's on Prime right now. And it's about the woman who hid Anne Frank.
Ooh.
Meep Giles, as I believe is her name. And it's really,
Ooh.
really good. There's another one. Oh, let me find the name of it. It's also based. I'm into World War II these days lately.
So it sees okay. So I need to binge watch Outlander then. So I will binge watch Outlander. I'm telling you, when I find a show, like when I found Bridgerton, girl, I had to go all the way back to watch, and I just sat there and went, oh my God. And then I saw the Duke. Oh,
Yeah.
Regine
The
Jean.
light,
Oh
all the
my
light
God.
we cannot see is excellent.
All the light we cannot see. Okay.
Right. There's another one, I can't remember it. It's about a family. I'll have to find that one too. But for whatever reason, I've been into a lot of World War II history things
Okay.
lately.
I'm gonna hit that. But Netflix has been on fire lately. I mean, their limited series. I even watched the one that I can't remember the name. And I told you guys about it that you had to have the subtitles on. That shit was good. Everybody was watching it. They were like, I said, yeah, but once you get into it, you can pick up the language. But girl, that was good.
Yeah.
I will watch Outlander. I will binge Outlander this weekend, so I'll be ready. I will binge Outlander. But you know what? I'm waiting to come back. Oh my God. What is it? With the kids. Oh my God. What is it called? The Outer Banks. Have you watched the Outer Banks?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. I have watched, I can't believe they killed my baby off, but I think it's going to be, I fooled you because he was dating this girl and she didn't want, oh yeah, I watched Happy Gilmore too. I did. I watched it. I watched it. But I didn't see Bad Bunny. I need to watch Bad Bunny, but I watched Happy Gilmore too. But girl, that was stupid. That golf game they were playing, but I watched it. But the Outer Banks is really, really, really good, and I can't wait till the new season to start. And then I watched Pretty in Black or Black Pretty, whatever it is. That's a Tyler Perry one. That and I don't like Tyler Perry, but that is damn good.
Okay,
So
there's another World War II. It's called We Were the Lucky Ones.
we
Those
were
three are
lucky.
phenomenal. So if you're looking for something to watch and need all three, great. And like I take my recommendations serious.
Okay, I'm writing them down. And no, I didn't watch Sirens. I kind of think Christoph, I think I started it. It's like you did with the Untamed and fell asleep. But if I did that, I would have to go back and watch it all. So I wrote that down too. Girl, I've been writing since I've been here. Bad Bunny was, oh yeah, was Happy's Caddy in the movie. That's right. Who was the guy that opened up the restaurant and they were out there hitting the guy that was running on the field like he was a dummy and they were knocking him out with the golf balls? I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for Happy Gilmore, but some parts were funny. But I like the original movie. You know, he forgot he hit his wife in the head with the golf ball, lost his grandma's house, beat up the guy that was coming to repossess his car.
Yeah. I haven't seen Happy Gilmore, so
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But okay, I'm gonna get this, but I'm gonna get out of here because I need to take me a nice hot bath. And it's past my bedtime. And I sat here and I made me some shrimp, carrot sticks, cabbage, noodles. I made a noodle bowl. And my God, that was so good. I was just like, I want something light, I want something quick. It took me 15 minutes to do that. I made I
well,
made my
Heidi,
own damn noodle bowl. I don't need to buy them in the store. Okay, I don't need to order them. I made my own bowl. I had my straw noodles and everything.
that's funny.
So,
Thank
yes.
you
Oh my
very
God!
much
Thank you for coming
for
up.
letting
I
me come up. I
enjoyed the
appreciate it.
conversation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. I'm getting out of here, and thank you, Wicked. I'll talk at you guys later.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Good night. Okay, I'm out. Girl, it's been, look, wait a minute. What did I hit?
Oh,
Okay,
hold on.
Wicked, I can't. Hold on. I'm trying to get
Hold
out
on.
of here. Okay.
I'm
I'm,
here.
all right. Bye, ma'am. Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate you.
Heidi, I really
Hey,
enjoyed
I'm
it.
leaving now. You
Bye.
can watch my play. Bye.
Okay. Bye, sweetie.